All right, we're out here at a junkyard, a salvage shop. You know, you can tell the budgets on these Kilby training videos are kind of tight. Look at the rental car they fixed me up with. Man, it's been a bear to drive this around this week. Anyway, came out here just to seek an interesting environment. A little bit, you know, burnt out, rusted, kind of, you know, junk stuff. Lots of angles and patina, you know, all that kind of character that we always look for as photographers. We tried to create a series of portraits that were, you know, had some drama, had some environment, had some context. And that's really the gist of this particular lesson, is a face and a place. Environmental portraiture, and hopefully done in a creative way where you actually see the person, get acquainted with the person, but also via the setting and the way the picture is handled, get acquainted with what that person is or does. So you tell a story in a single picture. This was, you know, a really developed skill when I was shooting in the 80s and whatnot through the 90s for Life magazine. For instance, Life did not have the pages to go out for days and days and days on end, generally speaking. So you'd have to find a way to sum up a story about a person or a place or a thing or something like that, oftentimes with one big picture. That would be the double truck or the double page spread that would start the story. All the other pictures were somewhat ancillary oftentimes. But you really had to key on in getting that one. It was always called the lead photo. You were desperate to get the lead photo, and that's really what this has been about in lots of ways, because that lead photo, that important picture, that linchpin, is an environmental portrait, face and a place. A person in an environment, and then what you do is you identify the salient elements of that environment and hopefully direct the viewer's eye by lighting well and pushing them in the right direction to look at what you want them to look at. Drama, color, and quality and direction of light all play into it. With Kevin's portrait, for instance, I found just standing there is a pressure washer. It's actually a discarded giant agricultural tub or vat, and it's standing on end, and it's white plastic, and it's huge. So I just blasted a light through that. That was my light shaping tool, and it ended up looking really, really kind of electric and sort of daylighty, and it was very, very cool, you know, quality of light that resonated from just taking one hard light, putting it outside the building, and slamming it through this big tub, which was filthy and kind of, you know, just all sorts of grungy, you know. And then with Kira, the first set that we did, again, there was a light outside the bay doors, and it was just lighting all these racks of transmissions and engines and stuff like that. And then we just key lit her with an umbrella. The cool thing that we did today, or we were able to work with today, is this new tri-flash arrangement, which is a three-part, I guess you would call it. It's one part, but it holds three flashes. 3 SB900s were on this one tri-flash, which arranges them in a kind of a semicircle, and then has a center pipe that you can slide an umbrella through. And man, it was fantastic. We got a lot of power out of it. I was shooting at f11 that way. A little bit dangerous. We got some flare here and there. Sometimes that works, sometimes it kills you. But we took a chance with that, and it worked out pretty well. And that's really what being on location is all about. It's about taking chances, repeatedly, insistently, just kind of hanging it out there and trying to see what's going to work and what's not going to work. And if, you know, if you fail on a day, and, you know, I fail all the time, every photographer does to some degree, you go back and you try it again the next day. You know, just keep after it. So I hope this has been enjoyable and a cool lesson. We've done some cool stuff. We did a really great Irish band, which was pretty cool. And we worked here in the salvage yard, which was also, you know, a lot of fun. And then we also did a series of portraits that, you know, were kind of near and dear to my heart because they were firefighters, and I've been involved with the Fire Department of New York for quite some time, since 9/11. So we went down and found a great fire department down in Sebring in Florida, and we did a series of portraits of the guys in the house, and it worked out really well. So hope you've enjoyed this, you know, adventure in portraiture.